we're going to talk about how to create a lead magnet funnel using Skool. This is all so that you can learn to build a diehard tribe of not just followers, but fans who actually buy from you over and over again. Do you want a way to enroll clients without DMs and without sales calls? And I guess, are you worried about sending your clients or your prospects to sources like Instagram and Facebook and just worried that the algorithm's not going to like you enough to actually show your stuff to them so that you can keep warming them up? And also, do you feel called to sell without selling, where you're just providing so much value by coaching and creating content that your clients are just like, hello, I'm right here. Like, of course I want to work with you. You've provided me so much value. And are you ready to have an irresistible lead magnet that's going to lead into your premium content and your high ticket offers that people are just going to ascend while you sleep? Okay, if that's you, if you said yes to any of those things, then this video is... I've learned lead magnets from multiple different people, right? One of which is Brunson, and he talks about this concept called the MIFGE, which he's like, such a silly word, but it stands for most incredible free gift ever. Brunson learned this from his mentor, Dan Kennedy, when he purchased his company, and he asked them, what's the number one thing that you feel like has scaled up your business and has helped your company grow? And all of his staff looks at each other and they're like, the MIFGE. And Russell's like, the MIFGE, like what is the MIFGE? And they're like, oh, it's the most incredible free gift ever. It's basically a way to get your ideal clients to raising their hands to wanting to work with you and to get them to actually try out your back-end continuity offer, right? It's a way to get them coaching and consuming your content and indoctrinating them into your process, where then you can make it clear what the next step in the ascension actually looks like to getting more value from you, right? That's the concept and the idea of the MIFGE. Okay, another concept here is from $100 million offers from Alex Hormozi, and he says you want to build an offer so good that people feel stupid saying no. So what we're going to do today is we're really going to merge those two concepts, and I'm going to teach you the way that I'm doing it currently. I'm actually right now going to start sharing my screen, and I'm going to show you exactly what I'm doing for this irresistible offer and how you can do it too. So pro tip, watch this video on double speed. That way you can get the most out of this time. Pause me as we go. All right, so what we're gonna start with is I'm gonna give you an entire walkthrough of what my most incredible free gift ever actually looks like, step by step, so that you can start to get the ideas for yours. After this, you're gonna pause me, we're gonna get clear on what your ideas are, and then if you stick around to the end of this video, I'm actually gonna zoom out and show you the entire funnel step by step, front to back, exactly what that looks like, okay? So diving right in here. This is all hosted inside of Skool, and why I like Skool so much is it actually has an about page that acts as a landing page. So if you don't want any fancy tech or any fancy funnels or opt-in pages or landing pages or any of that, all you got to do is just set up this about page super well, and you can drive traffic straight into this, and that's all you need. So I'm going to show you what's included in this bad boy. Let's get started. So inside of here, look, all I've done, this is the most important part that we're gonna figure out for you today, is exactly what's included inside of this offer. So what I've done is I've thought, okay, how could we take the idea of a high ticket group program and the idea of a course, everything that someone would need to do it themselves, and how could we put that all in one place where there's also a community where they can receive so much value from me and get a taste of what my program has to offer, and then have natural ascension built into that where they could ascend into my back-end offers with ease, without DMs and without sales calls. That was the whole idea of why I created this, right? And so here's what I came up with. What I wanted to do was have courses inside of here. If you see, I have it as the light version. The reason for that is I'm only going to allow them access to the first couple of modules. And if they've gotten that far and they want to keep going and they want to get into scaling and high ticket and all the things on the back end of this funnel, then they can actually ascend into my paid offerings, right? But everything up until then is absolutely free. So they get group coaching archives, so previous group coaching calls, they get tools and resources that I recommend, like the tech that I use, the software that I use, anything that I use to actually make the funnel work. They get access to that, and then they get a monthly live Q&A with myself where they can ask and get any question answered about growing this business and building up the systems in the back end. So this is super cool. And as you'll see right here, this is where we start to build in the ascension model that we're talking about, right? So the whole idea here is to provide so much value to your prospects that they naturally want to ascend into your paid offerings in the back. Okay, so rather than you having to get people on sales calls all the time and then losing them into the abyss or to social media, you can actually start funneling those people into this community where they can keep getting warmed up by you, and you'll remain top of mind when they're actually ready to move forward with someone. So let me walk you through exactly what's inside of this so that you can get your mind rolling of what could be inside of your program. So inside of the classroom, here's what I did. I had an entire program already filmed for launching a top global podcast. So what did I do? I was like, well, I could easily just put that into this community and give away access to it. So that's exactly what I did. So if you open this up, there's everything you would need to launch a top global podcast. That's all in here. So you might have content already sitting in the archives that you've already taken the time to create that you want to use here. So start to think right now, what resources have you already created? Do you have templates, guides, worksheets, meditations, yoga trainings? Like, what have you created already that you can just plug into this resource portal for people? Okay, so I added this whole entire program in there. Now I have a new program that I'm filming right now that this video is going to go inside of, right? That's right here in this Ascend program. Then there's group coaching archives. There's also special prizes if they're ranking and if they're doing a good job on the leaderboard that they can access. They can get a private call with me. They can get a VIP day with me for me to help them strategize their business. And then look, all of these tools and resources inside for all of this, which is super cool. And look at what I did here. And you can do this too. You can actually link to affiliate offers. Okay, so for example, this here links to my Amazon storefront. So if they want all my tools for how I'm recording in nature right now, that's right here. All my books that I recommend, all my office essentials, they have access to all of that. Why is this so cool? This is the most incredible free gift ever. This is everything I could have possibly thought that my ideal client might be interested in, want, or need to make their journey better, and it's all in one place. That's the kicker. That's the cool thing. And it includes affiliate links so you can make more money, right? So like, let's go in here, recording podcast episodes. I record using Riverside. So what did I do? I became an affiliate partner with Riverside, got my link, and I plugged it in here. That's it. So now it's adding a ton of value to them, but it's also more money in my pocket too, which is really cool. And I believe in these products, right? I use them all the time. Okay, so it's really cool. And then here, look, this is the built-in ascension that I was talking about. And in later weeks, we're going to be actually building out your ascension offer, and I'm going to be showing you how to link it all up, but just a little sneak peek. This is how you can do that. Look, inside of here, I make it clear, one-to-one coaching and consulting, done-for-you funnel builds, success stories of previous clients, and a product comparison side by side. Here's what you get in the free community. Here's what you get in the paid community. Here are the core differences. Here's how you join. That's it. So the whole idea here is ask yourself, if I was in my ideal client's shoes, what exactly would I need to be successful? And create that in your classroom. That's what you're creating this for. Because people, and Alex Hormozi says this too, people are going to judge you based on how good or bad your free stuff is. So you want to make your free product, this most incredible free gift ever, so irresistible and so incredible that they're just like, I can't imagine if I actually paid you because this content is so freaking good, right? That's the idea here. So those are some ideas in the classroom. Templates, guides, worksheets, you know the drill. Plug it in to your Asana board. And if you're not sure how to create your Asana board to actually map out a program that could go in here, check out this video right here. I'll show you exactly step by step how I'm mapping out Ascend, which is this brand new program that I'm filming as we speak. Okay, so that will help you there. Okay, so then what we have here is we have a community tab. This is really awesome. This is a way for your community members to actually, ask questions to each other, meet one another, get to know other people who are going through the similar journey as them right now, which that's priceless. And so you are that community leader. You are their guide, and you are there to connect them with each other. There's relationships, there's partnerships, there's a lot of really cool things formed when you're able to facilitate and create this space for them to all collaborate and hang out. So that's why I really love Skools. It has all of this built in already, right? And then the calendar. This part's awesome too. So you can actually go in, and what I've done is once per month, they get a call with me. I told you the monthly Q&A, but there's actually calls every week that happen in my Academy program. So what did I do inside of here? I let them know in this free offer, in this free community, the collective, I let them know that we actually go live every single week in our Academy. And then what did I do? I linked to the page where they can join the Academy, built in Ascension. right? You're talking about creating a lead magnet funnel. This is the funnel part. We need to funnel them somewhere, which is into your paid offering, right? Okay, so that's how I built an ascension there. But once again, that call every single month is extremely valuable. So we're adding a ton of value for free, which is really cool. And then the next part to Skool, and why I'm actually housing my free gift inside of Skool, is there's leaderboards too. So people can actually compete. They can compete for specific prizes. They can compete for opening up different levels within your program, which is really cool. It's something new that I've just started implementing, and I'm really loving it so far. So you can create leaderboards too. What do you want to include inside of your lead magnet? Let's get specific. Pause me as we go through these. So what resources can you create inside of your classroom? What events can you host on a regular basis? How can you get the community together and get them active and participating with one another? How can you incentivize them to take action, right? Like I'm doing prizes, I'm unlocking levels. It's kind of like a video game, right? You want to get to level 3, you've got to pass level 2, which you've got to do these actions to do, right? It's really cool. We're gamifying the process, right? And then where will you host this lead magnet? Skool. We've talked a lot about Alex Hormozi. He just partnered up with Sam Evans, and now they run and operate Skool together, which means a ton of new features are coming, which I'm really excited about. But they can create any type of community inside of Skool, which is cool. And then in addition to that, any future lead magnets that I make, I'm actually going to plug into the classroom and just continue tailoring this offer and how I basically promote this community based on that new lead magnet. So I'm not ever going to have to create a whole new platform or anything. It's always going to be in that one same place. But it's just going to continue providing additional value to those members who have actually been in there for a while, right? Which is really cool. So you can host it on Skool. You could literally have it inside of Google Drive where you're just dropping your clients' links to that. Super cool. You're not going to have some features like the community and like leaderboards and that kind of thing. It might be a little bit messier, but if you're just getting started and you want a place to at least store that data while you're waiting for the fancier stuff, you can totally do that. There's also tools like Kajabi or Kartra or Thinkific. There's also ClickFunnels. You can use any of those as well. I recommend Skool, and actually if you end up using Skool, I've dropped an affiliate link below. If you sign up using my link to Skool, send me a message over there, and I'm actually going to offer you a 45-minute one-to-one coaching session with myself where I'm going to help you actually create this lead magnet and map out your specific funnel. So absolutely free if you use my link below. So pause me now and brain dump this. Take the time to figure out what's going to go inside of your lead magnet. Once you have the idea for what you're actually going to create, what exactly are you going to do to actually promote this and attract clients? Okay, so there's a few things that we want to hit on here. So we want to talk about urgency, bonuses, guarantees, and scarcity in creating your about page. Okay, so urgency is it's available until X date. Okay, so how you can do that is you can say, hey, I'm giving away my first 5 or 10 founding member slots into this, insert the name of your community, right? And this is available until April 29th, right? Whatever the date is. Okay, so that's urgency. It's like get in now because it's going away. You're not gonna have access to it later, okay? There's also bonuses. I actually just gave you a bonus. Sign up using my affiliate link and get a bonus one-on-one call with me where I'm gonna help you actually implement what we're learning in this video. Cool, so get a one-on-one call with me. That's a bonus. A guarantee, if you were charging for this, which you could, we can talk about that, but a guarantee, 100% money back or 100% satisfaction guarantee, right? Scarcity, only 5 spots available. Scarcity, I don't know how long I'm going to keep not charging for this because I've had clients pay me $7,500 for this material, right? Something like that, that's scarcity. It's like, this could be taken away. And it could be, right? Don't create fake scarcity, fake urgency, or fake bonuses. Be real, okay, with what you're saying, but it's real because that's the truth, okay? So use things that are the truth and make sure that they know that. Don't just keep it secret. Now at this point up into the video, so what you have created already is you've brain dumped ideas of what could be inside of your lead magnet. We've created some bit of urgency, bonuses, guarantees, or scarcity. The third step in this is actually creating your about or your landing page. And if you're not going to use Skool, it's okay. Either way, this is going to get you clear on bullets of what's actually included in your offer That way you can actually build it out moving forward, right? So I want you to start to create or think about what's going to be on your landing about page. Okay, so I'm going to pull mine up again. That way you can see exactly what's inside of mine. So let's just start here. Right here at the bottom where it says membership includes, this is exactly what we just brain dumped is going to be inside of your lead magnet. I want you to make it as simple and straightforward, speaking your ideal client's language. Okay, so here, 10K plus in courses and program materials, launch a top 10 global podcast, light, ascend, build, monetize, and scale your online coaching business, light version, group coaching archives, tools and resources, monthly live Q&A with Jamie. So that's the nitty-gritty of what's included. Okay, and then right here, I've really just bullet out, like, what are the results that someone would want out of this community that they're actually going to get here? So I'll just read you like 2. Build a high-value community and scalable back-end offer, generate leads and increased sales in a leveraged way, and establish industry authority and attract clients effortlessly. So I know that my ideal client would read that and be like, holy shit, sign me up. This is amazing, right? Build an offer so irresistible, people would feel stupid saying no to it, right? So just go ahead and brain dump. What's the outcome if they actually came in and took this program and went through these resources? What would they achieve? Think like that. So level up your online business, proven systems to grow your brand, audience, and income. Basically summarizes the community, right? You can and should promote your lead magnet before it's built. All you need is the shell of what you're building and your about page. If you're using Skool, all you need is your about page, and you could even plug in things inside of the classroom that aren't even launched yet. Why? Why is this okay to do? Because it's actually better if you bring people in and build it around them, asking them questions, getting their feedback, asking what it's missing so you can make it better before you actually launch it to the public, right? You want to be building this around people. And so I think it's actually doing them a disservice if you launch it fully finished, because you could be creating things that they don't actually want or need, right? So it's just really helpful. So what's cool is once you have your shell there, so basically if you just plug in everything into your about page, create your one call, and you just launch this thing, and just ask a couple people that you know, ask 5 to 10 people that you know that would be a good fit, an ideal client for this program. Ask them to be your first members. Give them a bonus for signing up. Make it irresistible. Make them like, holy shit, yes, of course I'll join. Of course I'll be your guinea pig. That sounds amazing, right? Then you get your signups and you build it with them, okay? So once again, I'll show you how to build it out in coming videos. We're gonna build this entire thing out together. I'll teach you how to film your content. I'll teach you how to upload everything. So subscribe to be notified when those drop. As Alex Hormozi says best, we need to give away the secrets and sell the implementation. That's why I started this channel. That's why I'm sharing these videos with you. It's because you need to understand exactly how you can do this for yourself. So I said you were gonna have a special treat if you stuck around to the end, and here you are. So I'm gonna walk you through exactly what this funnel looks like. What we just talked about was using this free community as a lead magnet. And where the funnel piece comes into play is that built-in ascension that I started to show you, right? So the free community is your lead magnet, where you can put any new lead magnets you make in the future inside of it, and you're gonna send them to your paid community. This could be something like $49 a month. This could be $1,000 a month. This could be $5,000 a month. It really doesn't matter. It's just some type of paid offering. Why I chose $49 per month right now for the founding members is because I wanted an offer that was just like, I don't have to message Jamie. I don't have to get on the phone call with her. It's just a no-brainer. It's like, yes, I will definitely do that. Sign me up for that. And we've already proven that that works and had a few enrollments without even promoting it, which is super cool. So free community into a paid community. Now the members from your paid community are going to be aware of any other high ticket offers that you have. And the idea here is the only sales calls that you would take from that community would be people who are already aware of your next level offering and interested in signing up. So no more getting on the phone with cold prospects who haven't been indoctrinated into your system. They're already like warmed up and basically ready to buy. Like, they just want to know how much it is, right? So that's what that looks like. So this is the funnel on the back end that I'm really just started to walk you through. Now, for a lot of coaches and consultants, how they're doing it right now is they're doing DMs on social media to booking a call, making an offer. Okay, cool. For usually a high ticket, like one-to-one or group program. Nothing wrong with that. I've been doing that for years. But the problem that I saw and the real gap that I'm looking to fill here is if somebody says no to working with you, or if they say yes and they can't for some reason, what was happening is I was throwing them into an email list or adding them on social media. But then the algorithm doesn't like you, or email goes to spam, or they just don't check emails and they have 10,000 that they get per month. And now there's a huge gap. Now we can't continue warming someone else up who was on the fence and really did want to work with you. Okay, so what do we do instead? We're on the call. Let's say your program is $10,000. And they're like, absolutely not, no way in hell. And they're starting to get off the phone. You're like, you know what? You verify that they really want to do this and that they want to take the program. You get them to like a hell yes, 10 out of 10, they want to do this. And you're like, you know what? There's actually a way that you can move forward today. And it would just be $49. And they're like, holy shit, I thought it was just $10,000. And you're like, right. What are you doing? You're actually now selling them into your paid community at $49 per month. So what did you just do? You just got them into continuity, recurring revenue, where they're going to still be learning from you and implementing and getting value, where you can work to ascend them into that back-end offer. So what did we just do? We took them from someone who's just going to disappear from your world, and now they're going to continue getting value from you on the back end over and over and over again. They're not lost, which is amazing, right? So now, instead of you actually trying to make money with your high ticket offer, you really are just starting to funnel people into your paid community on these calls where you would have just lost them before, right? And if they're not going to do that for some reason, that probably means you didn't figure out their objection correctly and they really don't want to work with you. But you can always take them into your free community at that point if they're not sold on the low ticket item, okay? And this entire time, what we're doing is we're driving traffic into our opt-in page in our funnel. And from the opt-in page, they're actually immediately being invited into the community where they're being ascended there, yeah? And after the opt-in, they actually are shown a VSL page. Very, very simple VSL that I actually have built out for you, which is really cool. I can't wait to share that with you. And that VSL is actually selling them immediately into paid if they're interested. And that's where we've had a few signups come through this page already, which is really cool. And if they don't move forward with the VSL, they get into an email sequence, which drives them back to the paid community. So then once you have all of this built out, which is actually, I'm going to help you on this channel build out every single step of this funnel, by the way. But after you have this whole system built out, what's really cool is the only thing you need to do is just drive more traffic to it. That's it. And then you're just pumping out clients and you're not doing DMs, you're not doing sales calls, and then boom, that is freedom. That is how you're able to own your life and own your work. And that's exactly what we're going to do here, is build a system that ultimately sets you free. Can't wait to keep going. Subscribe for more. Comment below what's your #1 takeaway from today. And can't wait to catch you in the next video.